Welcome back, guys. Today I'm going to show you a crucial defensive position that every player needs to know in the Rook endings. It's called the Philidor Position, also known as the third rank defense, and it's a very reliable defensive strategy as long as the defensive side gets his king in front of the enemy pawn. And note that this strategy only works with pawns on the 5th rank and below, because if White's pawn were on the 6th rank, then he would have pretty good winning chances due to the back rank mating threats. So the key move for Black in this position is to go Rook to G6, simply taking control of the 6th rank, or in this case the 3rd rank for the defensive side. And what this does is that it prevents White from advancing his king up the board, unless of course he pushes his own pawn to shield the king from the rook. So after Rook H7 check, King D8, you don't have to worry at all, because all that Black needs to do is to maintain the rook on the 6th rank, or in this case the 3rd rank for the defensive side. So after King C4, Rook A6, King B5, Rook G6, Black simply maintains the rook on the 6th rank. Now the moment that White touches his pawn, you want to bring the rook all the way back to the 1st rank, or in this case the 8th rank for the defensive side, and this creates as much checking distance as possible between the enemy king and your rook. So Rook F5 check would be a huge mistake, because after King C6, Black runs out of checks and White will win the game using the back rank mating threat. So here Rook to H8 is being threatened. If Black stops that with Rook to F8, White simply swings over the rook, Rook A7, the threat is to go Rook A8 check, and there is no good defense for Black. So going back to our main position, Rook to F1 is the key move, creating as much checking distance as possible. So after King C6, because White has already pushed his pawn, he is now unable to use it as a shield, and his king will be exposed to the flurry of checks from Black. Rook C1 check, King B5, and you can see that White can't escape the checks. And if White strays too far from his pawn, you can start to attack it. Here Rook to D1. White would have to defend that with King C5, and the checks continue. So overall, a pretty simple defensive strategy, but one that is crucial to know. In the next endgame video, we will cover an alternative defensive strategy if the stronger side manages to take control of the 6th rank. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.